So this is homework 12 for my year 11 class. It's due in on Friday. Remember to start it early in the week and ask for help if you get stuck. Question 1, function notation, you've got to calculate f of 5, g of 2 and so on. There'll be a small amount of working out that you need to write down for that each question. Question 2, this is about a Venn diagram and you need to write down the amount of elements in each section. I will get you started with a little hint here. If I was trying to maybe look at this first section where it says the sum of elements in A and B is 17. So sorry, the number of elements in A and B, A intersect B. Well, that's this middle section here. So to complete that first bit, I could say there are 17 things in there. And then that's that first point there. And I could continue with that and fill in the rest of the diagram. On to question 3. Using the Venn diagram that you've just completed, you have to work out the probability of being A intersect B and all the other things that you can see there. And remember, the word given is very important, so think about what that means. Come and see me if you are stuck. Question 4. Drawing a probability tree. You're picking out two things from some bag that's got some coloured counters in it. Remember, when you pick out two things, that's like picking one thing, keeping it, and then picking another thing. So it's important that you treat that as a conditional probability situation. On to question 5. Now this is a topic we've not done since year 10. You'll need to look it up. It's called direct proportionality. A is proportional to B. I will give you a big hint here. Rather than doing a separate hint video, I'm going to explain it now. When A is proportional to B, that means A equals something times B. And you can work out what that something is. Find out what that something is by looking at these two values in the question. Think about the relationship between these two values and what that something must be. And once you know what that something is, you can form an actual equation that connects A and B and then find the missing values that go with them. So that's how you do that question. On to 6. Same situation. I'm going to give a big hint again here. If I said A is proportional to 1 over B squared, that means A equals K over B squared. And again, I can use the information given to me at the start of this question here to work out what the value of K must be, and then that can then be used to solve the rest of the problem. It's called inverse proportionality. It's actually inverse proportion to the square of B. On to 7. Got a triangle puzzle here. We need to work out the area of this triangle, and it's not a right angle triangle, so I can't use half base times height. I'm going to have to use some other maths. And on to question 8. This is a question about a ladder. The instructions on the ladder say that it can't be put at an angle greater than 60, otherwise it will be unsafe for some reason. And then you get some information about how the ladder is actually placed. And you need to decide whether or not placing it in this way here breaks this rule about safety. I would suggest drawing a diagram, doing a calculation, and then deciding yes or no if it's safe. Right, so that's it for the homework. As usual, come and see me for help if you get stuck.